What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're gonna continue porting my supercharger, and then I went ahead and removed the rotors. These are the rotors that came out of my supercharger. This is the 1.9, the 1900 rotor pack from TBS, and I don't know. I've got this thing brand new. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago, and the coating, it came off. I'm guessing that's because of the methanol, but honestly that doesn't affect the supercharger. This is it's meant to wear out, so it doesn't bother me. I'm spraying methanol, so it's gonna seal the rotor, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's that. Let me see. So here I got I got more stuff came in. I'll go over it with you guys, but first I want to show you the supercharger case. I'll pick this thing up and show you guys what I did. Oh, I'm gonna put it right next to this one, so you guys can see just so you guys can compare it. Just so I can compare from the stock to the ported. So that right there is stock, and right here it's ported. You guys can see the big difference. A lot more airflow all the way up there, as you can see. I went ahead and hit it all the way over there. And then on this side, so there's gonna be a lot of airflow going to this supercharger. Now let me show you guys what it looks like from the back. Okay, so this is the back of the supercharger. You can see did a lot of porting. I think this is the first Jaguar supercharger that's been done this way. I haven't seen any other Jaguar supercharger with this much porting. I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you know anyone that have gone further than this, but I believe I'm the first one. So we're gonna see. I also went ahead and grinded this down too, so you can see it's a lot bigger now, because when you increase the airflow on this side, you have to do the same thing to the other side. So really happy with this thing. We'll see what happens, see what it does. Alright, so I got some packages right here that I already opened up, but I just want to show you guys what I got. So this is the crossover pipe. I went ahead and got this from eBay. I think I got this for like $24, I think. I'm not sure, but it was around there, but $20, $23, $30. Can't remember exactly, but it wasn't that expensive. And I was looking for the aluminum one, but I couldn't find it. They only had it for the V6 engine, and they are different. I think the V6, this sticks out a little longer, and I couldn't find the aluminum one, so I ended up getting this one. So this is the first package. Alright, so here we got the second package. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with header wraps. So this is what it is basically. If you ever seen header wrap, the header wrap wraps around the exhaust manifold to keep the heat inside. So this pretty much does the same thing. It keeps the heat inside from going up into the supercharger. So this is what it is. It's the heat wrap. And then I got this. It almost works the same way. So this here, it works almost the same way, except this pushes away or reflects away the heat away from the supercharger. So this is gonna wrap around the supercharger, I think. So yeah, pretty much what it is I don't know if you ever seen the heat reflector tape that they put on around the intakes or valve covers whenever you run single turbos really close to the valve cover. So this is what it is. It pretty much reflects the heat away from whatever you put it on. So let's say you put it on a valve cover, it's gonna keep the heat away from the valve cover. So this is something that I forgot to do when I got the new blower a couple years ago. I couldn't find any spacers for my car. They're out there for Hellcats, the CTSVs, and pretty much what it is just like a thick spacer that goes on top of the head between the manifold and the head, so that way it keeps the heat away from the manifolds. And I couldn't get that for my car because I'll need to have them custom made, or I can just get the ones from the Mustangs, which is basically the same thing. I just need to re-drill the bolts, the bolt pattern, but the ports are the same. But they're like $400, so I didn't want to spend that kind of money on these spacers. So I'm just gonna reuse the same stock gaskets. There's somewhere around here, so I'm just gonna reuse those stock gaskets, and we'll see what happens. But hopefully with this, it's gonna make a big difference. My supercharger was already running really good with the methanol, and then the ice tank in the trunk. It was running perfect. So, and now with the ported blowers, I think it's gonna run even better. So now we're gonna open up my favorite box, or my favorite package, I should say. This bigger throttle body that I got for this car. So you can see this is a massive throttle body. This is 105 millimeters, so it's a huge throttle body. I got the spacer right here. So I got this custom made spacer. Some bolts. Okay, so this is the spacer for my. This was custom made. Here it is. So it goes. I don't know if you guys can see how big it is, but I'm gonna put it around right next to my face so you guys can see how big it is. Or I think I got a stock throttle body. So. Okay, so this is a stock throttle body. I believe this is like an 82 millimeter. So this is a stock throttle body compared to this. So 105 millimeter to 84 millimeter. See the massive difference. This is it right here. These throttle bodies, these are all universal. These throttle bodies, these are for Hellcats. You could either get this one or the billet aluminum, which is like $800. This one I got it for like $400. It's just a regular throttle body, but if you want to get the billet ones, they look a lot nicer. Plus I wanted like a stock looking throttle body so that way I can pass my smog and everything. But this is it right here. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna work. I still gotta figure out the electronics inside the throttle body. But the throttle body bolts right onto the snout. I already tried it out and it bolts right on. I just need to figure out the connector and the wires and stuff, and then I gotta see if I can make it work with my ECU, because I got the Denso ECU, so there's rarely any parts for these cars. The newer cars, I'm pretty sure you can fit this throttle body. It's plug and play. They use a Bosch ECU, so it's plug and play for those. The newer, if you have a newer Jaguar, the Bosch ECU, it's plug and play. I'm pretty sure, not exactly 100%. Based off the research I did, the plugs look exactly the same. The throttle bodies both are Bosch, the Jaguar and the Hellcats. And this is the gasket right here. So if I can make this work without the porting, that's at least 40 horsepower. For a supercharged car, this really does help a lot, having a bigger throttle body, especially now that the blower is going to be pulling a lot more air. It needs the bigger throttle body, but hopefully I can make it work. This is the snout. It's not done yet, but as you can see, I went ahead and did some porting to match the bigger throttle body. Let me bring the stock snout so you guys can see. Check out the difference, guys. Big difference. Stock versus, this is not even done yet. Right now it's probably like 100 millimeters. Big difference. So I still gotta finish pouring this out, and then after I got some supercharger oil right here. I want to get it. Got this one, the Candy Belt supercharger oil, synthetic. So you're gonna need some oil if you ever. Alright guys, so it's time to put the rotors back into the case. I just gotta look at the case and make sure there's no metal shavings. There I have it right there. Just gonna look inside and make sure everything's nice and clean. You don't want metal going inside the supercharger. Looks like everything's clean, so I'm gonna coat the walls with some oil. Alright guys, so I got some napkins here to help me coat this supercharger with some oil. You gotta do this very slowly. Make sure not to mess up the rotors. It's probably like, I'll say 40 pounds, 50 pounds. Alright guys, just wanted to show you guys all this. In the next video we're going to assemble the supercharger, have it all ready, and then we're going to install the crossover pipe. And after that, then we can start putting everything back together, and hopefully this gets us closer to that 9-second quarter mile time.